Welcome to Life According to Dana. Just wanted to stop by and just give you some encouragement as always. And this week, I just wanted to talk to you about, how in life we just have a lot of clutter in our minds sometime. And just in life, we just have this accumulation of things. And just wanted to just remind you that sometimes it's really good to clear the mechanism, to clear out the clutter, to just clear things away. I heard that line once in a movie, clear the mechanism, and it always stuck with me. And I heard it again today. And, sometimes we just need to take a moment, catch our breaths, and just clear out old garbage, man. We just have old thoughts, old mannerisms, old grudges, ugh, old things that they're doing us no good at all. As a matter of fact, in my opinion, they're occupying space that could be better used for other productive things. So every once in a while, we just need to clear the mechanism. We just need to take an inventory of the things that we deem important, that are bringing uh, good things to our lives, or just bringing the right focus to our lives, and just keeping us moving in the right direction. It's so hard sometimes to get past all the clutter, get past, I called it noise in another episode, but we just have to take the time to do a mental, physical, spiritual, whatever inventory you might need to really focus on at this time, and just clear it out, clear the mechanism. Just get to a point where you take the steps necessary, to just look at things and say, wow, is this benefiting me? Is this a productive part of my day, a part of my life? I did this exercise once. I was making a cup of coffee with a Keurig. And, that's anywhere from a minute to 3 minutes, because I wanted to see what I could accomplish in that short amount of time. So I set in my mind three things to do that I would be able to accomplish in that short amount of time. Now we're talking about a minute to 3 minutes, right? So I was able to walk out of my kitchen into the back of my house, close a window, get my medicine, open the blinds in the living room, and uh, do a few other things. And it was so funny because I accomplished all those things in less than 3 minutes. My coffee was still brewing, and it really made me wonder, wow, how much time I spend focusing on unimportant things, just clutter, things that should be just cleared out of my mind so I can have the right focus, so I can have more productivity in my life. So I just sat, and I tell people about that exercise all the time. Just in the amount of time that it takes you to make a cup of coffee, see what you can accomplish. And you'd be surprised how much time in your day you really spend focusing on things that are not beneficial to you, old wounds, old hurts, and just thinking about, people doing you wrong, or this person said this to you and they were offensive to you or whatever. And you could have been doing so many other things with that time. Clear your mechanism. Clear out garbage. Clear out things that aren't benefiting you as far as the things that you want to accomplish in life. Get a plan. Get a plan of things that you just want to start small. Just don't go wide with this. Just start small. Maybe, what do I want to do with the next 5 hours? What do I want to do with today? What do I want to accomplish today? Sit down, write you out a list, and just think of the things that you can accomplish versus the things that aren't benefiting you as far as your focus. You know, I know it may sound like something so difficult to be able to go back through your own mind or your own life events and just clear things out. But you can choose. I talk about choices a lot. You could choose to say, me focusing on this really is not doing me a bit of good. So I'm going to choose to focus on something else. I'm going to clear out all this garbage out of my mind. I'm going to clear out all of this garbage out of my spirit. I'm going to clear out old hurts. I'm going to clear out old defenses, just things that if I focus on them, more than likely they're gonna make me mad all over again. And that's just not good for you, and it's not benefiting you one moment in accomplishing what you want. In today's society, we spend a lot of time on the internet. People are on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and all of these things. As you decide, as you choose to clear out your mechanisms, isms, plural, as you choose to clear some space out to be productive in your own life, you would be surprised if you take inventory of how much time you spend playing Candy Crush on Facebook, on Instagram, or all these other games. I got a couple of word games I love to play on my phone. If you spend a moment and see how much time you're spending on those things that you really could have been using for something more productive, you'd be amazed. You would actually be amazed. And here's a beautiful thing about clearing out your mechanisms. As you clear out your spirit, as you clear out your mind, as you clear out your heart, as you clear out old stinky stuff out of your system, you would be surprised that it's going to make room for things that are going to help propel you forward, that are going to help you forgive, that are going to help you move in a direction that's going to help you advance the kingdom, that's going to help you advance your life, that's going to bring you to things that you're seeking. We attract what's in us. And it's important to clear that old mess out. If you keep attracting the same type of woman or the same type of man into your life, you might want to check what is in you. What is locked up in you that's causing those things to be attracted to you, and begin to clear them out. Begin to clear them away. I know it sounds like I'm making light of this, but I'm really not. I'm just trying to give a little guidance and a little direction as to sometimes these become stumbling stones, stumbling blocks, whatever you want to call them, speed bumps, whatever you want to name them. They become obstacles in our lives because we never take the time to just clear it out. A lot of people, we talk about things in the past, things that happened as we were growing up, and you start talking about those things, right? And before you know it, you're right back there. You're starting to feel yourself feeling this way or that way, and you don't know why all of a sudden now you're in a bad mood. Well, because your focus is wrong. You're focusing on the wrong things. Begin to clear your mechanism. If you give too much thought to a thing, it can grab hold to you. You can find yourselves just kind of locked away in that. You ever be having a really good day and you start thinking about something that offended you, and before you know it, 30 minutes have gone by out of your life that you cannot get back, thinking about this foolishness. And all it is a distraction. But as you clear those things out, as you clear your mechanism, as you make room for things that are going to help you instead of harm you, you will find a grace in there that will blow your mind. You will find a level of focus that you may not have experienced. Get a plan. It may sound impossible, or you might say that's not your area. Then find somebody whose area that is, that can help you accomplish what you're trying to do. As long as you stay still or stagnant, you will not make any forward motion. You have to take action. You have to do something. You have to choose to make this different. You have to want, you have to desire, you have to take a step towards it. One of the great things I talked about it, I know in previous episodes, when you get ready to get your finances in order, you have to take some kind of action. You might even have to change your habits. You might have to do things differently. You might like to go out and eat. Okay. You might have to cut down from 5 days to 3 days, and you'd be surprised how much money you would save if you just cooked a meal that lasts for 2 days. It's just do something different, take some type of different action, clear things out that have not been beneficial to you. We can complain about our life like it's just happening to us and we don't have any responsibility as to why it's going the way it is. But when you take that stand and when you choose to clear the mechanisms in your life, when you choose to clear out the garbage, when you choose to make, even just choosing to take the stand, to make the stand, and to just say, look, enough. You see throughout scripture, like one of the incidents was when Jesus drew the line in the sand. Sometimes you have to draw a line in the sand. Sometimes you have to change your focus. Sometimes you have to say enough. And when he drew that line in the sand, this was in the midst of people trying to stone someone. But, it's like, okay, if any of you got this 100% right, you go on and cast the first stone. And a lot of times people, they're observing what you're going through and they're not telling you the way out, but they're sitting there and they're criticizing you like they don't have nothing going on in their lives, like their life is all smooth and easy sailing, and they lying and they not being truthful because everyone has something. But they at some point made a choice, maybe to clear their mechanism or to change their direction or to change some things and move some things around so their life would have a more even flow. um Will you get it right the first time? Maybe, maybe not. But don't use that as an excuse to just stop doing anything. Move with purpose. Move with intention. Excuse me. Move with intention. Move with a laser focus as to what you're trying to accomplish. And don't take no for an answer. You hear so many people's stories about how they went to banks to get financing and they got 30 plus no's, but it was the 31st bank that they went to said yes. So you have to be a little dogmatic or persistent in making these changes, even in clearing your own stuff out. You have to be intentional. You have to be determined. You have to be resilient. If you get popped down or if you get knocked down, pop back up. If you get pushed to the side, get back on the right course. And just don't take no for an answer. Do the things that you need to do to clear out some space so you can have your plan put into action. I have seen many times where I had to catch my breath, honestly, and I had to refocus some things, but I had to clear out some dumb stuff too. And sometimes I say this I say this with no malice, but sometimes you have to clear out some people. Part of clearing out your mechanism might be clearing out some people. Some people might, get left behind, or they might just get completely eliminated. Doesn't mean they won't, come back at a different time in your life. They may or may not. They may have already served their purpose in your life. I don't know where you're finding yourself, but don't be afraid to just take that first step. Don't be afraid to just have the courage and the tenacity to just say, you know what, enough is enough. I got to clear this mess away. I have to clear my mechanisms so I can get to where I see myself. A lot of times we see ourselves, or we get glimpses, or we see visions of things, and or we dream it, and we're not in that place yet, and we find ourselves like, wow, yeah, I don't even know how I'm gonna get to that. But don't let that not knowing stop you from trying. Talk this week about clearing our mechanisms, reaching for things to come to order and to come to a place of focusing on the right things, not letting the negative things that are happening or have happened in our life be the determining factor of where we're going to end. Clear away the noise, clear away the garbage, clear away the people, clear away whatever is hindering you from accomplishing what you've been set on this earth to accomplish. It's going to take courage. It's going to take determination. It's going to take resilience, but you can do it. You can do it. You can accomplish these things, and you just have to not take no for an answer. This week we talked about clearing our mechanism, clearing the mechanism, just clearing away things that are not beneficial to us and what we're trying to accomplish. I pray this has helped you. I pray this has encouraged you. And I hope that it has helped you learn a little bit more about pivoting through life. Life according to Dana. You guys be blessed. I'll talk with you soon. Take care.